It really is. But this new vaccine is the best news we've had in the pandemic, and it is going to change the situation entirely. Now, in the United Kingdom, we're going to start a mass rollout of this vaccine from the 4th of January. We're going to be vaccinating 1 million people a week from that point, and that's only going to build up as the logistics and infrastructure develops. And as well as that, what we're going to do is we're going to give one dose of this vaccine and then wait a full 3 months before we give the second dose. So that means an awful lot of people are going to start to get a fairly good level of immunity straight away without waiting for the second dose. And of course, it also means we can vaccinate many more people. So it really is going to change the situation in the United Kingdom and in time in Europe.
But this vaccine, this new one, Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, is the second, but we've already seen in trials that it's not as effective as the BioNTech Pfizer one. Is it good enough?
It certainly is good enough. Anything over 50% is going to be efficacious. But we had the managing director of Pfizer making a press announcement just a few days ago saying the efficacy of this would just be as good as the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine. Now, we don't have the scientific data on that yet, but it's looking very promising. And the key seems to be in the gap between the two doses. So giving a longer gap between the first and the second dose seems to increase the efficacy. So although we have efficacy figures of like 62%, 70%, up to 90%, depending on the dosing regime, what he says is we've found the right formula and we should be up there with the others. So we are expecting high levels of efficacy. So yes, it is good enough. And we believe this vaccine is safe as well.
Well, that certainly sounds promising. John Campbell, independent health analyst, thank you.
OK, thank you. Percent is going to be efficacious. Saying the efficacy of this seems to increase the efficacy. So although we have efficacy figures in high levels of efficacy, so
No, I've just seen this little this little video of Jim Bowen here chatting away about how brilliant the vaccines are that are coming out, and but there's one word that I've noticed that's been used purposely in a video like this, and what they sort of do, because obviously we're not scientists, are we? We're just plebs. So instead of using the word effective or saying that this is more effective or this works better, they've scripted the word efficacy. Efficacy. How often do you hear the word efficacy? You don't hear it very much, do you? But by using words like that, it adds more confusion to you because you're not familiar with that type of language, and also it subconsciously makes you trust these horrible little lying rats that they are. This Jim Bowen. Maybe I'll sort of repost that Swiss cheese model that he almost cracked up about. He was almost lost it when he was talking about that Swiss cheese model, and love the little smug smile he does at the end. But this thing knows what's going on, and he's not working on his own. He's got handlers. They all have. So. But there's been a lot of videos that I could have made. There was one video, something that I noticed. I've decided not to post it because I think it would create a bit of division, sort of in our sort of community. Maybe I will post it. I don't know, but it's something that some people just don't notice, but what it shows is that they've got their hands in both pockets with this. So, and it was difficult for me to explain about it as well, but I just thought I'll just throw out a random video just saying that Jim Bowen, I think you're a horrible rat, and I think your handlers are horrible rats, and I hope that vaccine gets shoved where the sun never wants to shine. You're at. Hope you're all right. Hope you have a good New Year. See you later, everyone.
percent is going to be efficacious, saying the efficacy of this seems to increase the efficacy. So although we have efficacy figures hitting high levels of efficacy, so